Major League Baseball presents Big League Tips.
Here's how to figure an earned run average. First of all, take the total number of earned runs that you've allowed, say 20. You divide that by the number of innings that you've pitched, let's say 80. Now that'll give you a figure, 80 into 20, of .250. Now you take .250, multiply that by 9 to give you a number of runs per 9 inning. This would be 2.25. An ERA of that, you'd be pitching awfully well. Baseball fever. Catch it.
Wonder what you can get for 40 wins.
Opening night next year will be my 1,000th clock game. Ted?
All right, let's go to the defense. Lums at first. Hubbard second. Cheney at short. Had a good game last night, game-winning RBI. Roysters at third. Burrows in left field. Center fielder Barry Bonnell. Right fielder Gary Matthews. Catcher is Dale Murphy. I wish you all could have been there today to hear him. Phil Niekro will pitch. Coach is Monchak at first and Lonette at third for Pittsburgh. And Marino walks toward the plate. The umpires will be Roundtree at the plate, Tremblay first, Anderson second, and Norris makes the calls at third. Omar Marino off to a good start. He has no saves. He's given up 6 home runs. He's going 1 ball, 2 strikes. Missed inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 3-2 fastball line, base hit right. The fastball hit to right field. A leadoff single for Marino.
Hey, there was some other good news today, too. Excuse me, especially for Hawk fans. Frank Layton.
You wonder what it's going to do. He's going. Bouncer. Tough play, Cheney. Ball gets away on a short hop. Parker at the plate, whether it's a hit or an error. Niekro in a big jam here in the first. Pitch to Parker. Swung on, hit slowly to Cheney. 1 play at first. Got in there. A run scored. Parker came in at 340. 3 homers, 8 RBIs. He gets an RBI. Bad leg. He hasn't been able to play much. They say he's available for pinch hitting if needed, but can't start. Now a 3-2. He got him. Milner down on strikes. A big strikeout for Nutsy. As there's a runner at third, but now 2 outs. On the opening game here with a home run to left. Robinson at 234. 5 homers, 13 RBIs. Lead the East. Montreal second, 18-7. They're right with him. Bouncing away. Going to try to score. And he does.
Managers feel that's, if you can get Niekro throwing a fastball, you can beat him. But with a knuckleball, louses everybody up.
3-2 pitch. High fly left. Burrows back. And this ball is out of here. Over the Cotton States home run. Robinson's second homer in this series. High fly right. Matthews should handle it. It's in foul territory. Out number 3. The 3 big ones for the Buccos. Nobody left. Pittsburgh scores 3 in the first. Atlanta coming to bat. Milner at first base. Stennett at second. Foley at short. Garner's at third. The left fielder is Robinson. Center fielder is Marino. The right fielder is Dave Parker. Catcher Ed Ott. The pitcher is Don Robinson. He's a youngster who last year was in the running for Rookie of the Year. He was 16-8. Royster facing him with a .323 batting average. Bouncing ball out by second. Stennett. One away.
3 homers, 4 RBIs, and a .438 batting average.
He'll be followed by Burroughs. Oakland won, Baltimore nothing after 1 at Baltimore. Now a payoff pitch. Swung on, hit high into the air. Garner calling for it. In that situation, the pitcher really is a traffic cop. This is Burroughs. Burroughs at .253. 1 homer, 6 RBI. Love that. Fastball bounces short. Whoops, Foley. Still can't pick it up. That's a boot on Foley. That one always slippery. Now Murphy with 11-game hitting streak. .330 batting average. 9 homers, 23 RBIs. He's tied with Mike Schmidt for leadership in home runs in the National League. 2 outs, 1 on, and the pitch. Little pop, short right, could be trouble. Parker, long run, can't make it. Over to third, Burroughs. Bloop single for Dale Murphy. Hit it over first. Mike Lum. He's batting .222, 1 homer, 7 RBIs. See if they can take advantage of the error. Hit to center. Moreno back. Still going. He's got a beat on it. Catches it on the track. Lum hit that ball almost 400 feet. A long, noisy out. Nothing across. 1 hit and 2 left. An error. We played 1. Pittsburgh 3, Atlanta nothing.
Television fair.
Rennie Stennett leads it off. Well hit right center. Matthews should catch it, however, and he does. He hit it quite well. Matthews takes care of Stennett for out number 1.
Lovely Darlene modeled those for us last night. I haven't seen her tonight. I imagine she's on her way to Hollywood.
Yes. Necro trailing 3-0. Fly ball. Matthews with another chance.
Last night, extra innings in San Diego. Pete Rose, 2-run double.
He's hitting over 300. They're doing what they set out to do, win the division. So it's still over a month away before the pistol comes in with his new playmates. Look at Lum on a nice play. That ball took a funny bounce. Robinson bounces to Lum. Robinson came in batting .308. Boy, that's good for a pitcher. He's an easier than a ball crowding him, so keep it inside, especially when you're in a jam, in front of the plate in a hurry. Look at that. 4 pitches and a walk by Robinson, who has only walked 9 in 40 and 1/3 innings. Now Glenn Hubbard. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Ball 4, especially when you start walking down near the bottom of the order.
You know what I always think about? A guy like Ed Ott.
2-2 to Cheney. That is a K, folks. A fast strikeout. A nice hand for Nuxie, who's batting .095. No homers, 1 RBI. Now the 0-1. Will he bunt? Lines it. Is it hooking foul? It is. Just missed the double. In fact, it might have been on the screen for a home run. Pittsburgh, bottom of the 2nd. Bouncer toward the hole. Cheney, I should say, Bunnell is at third. And I believe it'll go as a base hit. It hit the glove first, and then hit Bunnell. Thing is all right.
Now, here's the key. The ball hits the glove of the third baseman, Garner. Then it hits the base runner. Ball is in play. No interference. Bases are loaded.
Bunnell third, Hubbard second, and Necro is at first. The 1-0. Swung on, hit left field. Control has hurt him here in this second inning. He walked the first two batters. They're both sitting in the dugout right now after touching home plate. The 1-1. Hey, line drive. Knocked down, I believe. Yes. Bases loaded. Foley made a nice play keeping that ball in short left field. That ball gets by him. Niekro might have scored.
Matthews broke his bat here, really got it sawed off, hit it right off his hands. Foley with a bare hand knocked it down. And then still makes an alert play, wheels and fires to third, hoping Niekro would overrun.
Burroughs reached on an error in the first. It didn't hurt. Murphy followed with a looping single. Now the 1-0. Little pop. Stennett. Runners will hold. The throw gets away. Niekro might score. He does. The Braves get a break. Stennett was trying to double Matthews at first and threw it away.
Matthews was trying to draw a throw, forgot the number of outs or what. And you can't see the play at first, but you see poor Nuxie. It was looked like a hamster on a treadmill there, going two ways at once. Finally came across to tie things up. If Don Robinson's not talking to himself in this inning, you never will.
Second. Roysters at third. Out of the stretch. Now they're appealing the play. 3-2. Curve. Struck him out. Murphy almost broke the bat, hitting it into the ground. 3 runs in. On 3 hits and 2 left, and we've got a new ball game for you. Wherever you may be watching, we hope that you enjoy another Braves telecast in the bottom of the second. Nice play, Lum on a fair ball. I guess I'm just jealous. I wish I had the franchise for the golf gloves, too. Now Tim Foley. Infield hit. Went to second on a throwing error by Cheney. Foley when he's kneeling down. He's about 6'6", I believe, now. Off the hand, that's trouble. It'll be a base hit off Niekro's meat hand.
Oh, I think Cheney can make the play, but that's the reflexes of a great competitor. Yeah, Darrell, I think, would have had that ball. Nux says he's all right. Here's trouble.
Dave Parker. So Foley continues to hit Niekro. Parker hit an RBI on a ground out in the first. Uh-oh. Burroughs. All right. Very beautifully done by Jeff Burroughs. I believe that ball might have been over the fence if he doesn't get there. He made a great throw last night. That should be out number 3. Matthews. That's it for the Pirates. They pick up a base hit in the middle of the third. Braves 3, Pirates 3. To the warning track in center field in the first inning with 2 on. Marino made a nice catch. Now the 1-1. Bouncing ball. It's fair. Off Milner's glove. Lum will try for 2, and he is going to be safe. He challenged Parker's arm. It's a double for Lum. Again, to get Lum to third. A fastball in on the hands. Let's see if he gets it. He did, and he looped it to right. The ball wasn't tight enough. They're not going to challenge Parker again. Safely. Lum had to hold at third. Fly ball center. Good scoring. The tag, the throw will come to second. Oops. Not too much of a throw by Omar, but he just conceded the run. He knew he couldn't get him. It was hit too deep. It is 4-3 on a sac fly by Glenn Hubbard. There's 4 runs, not all earned, but 3 are off a pitcher who had an ERA of 2.97, Don Robinson. Cheney, who struck out first time up. Runner going, hit deep to left center. Back goes Marino, way back. He's got it on a great catch. Some play by Marino in deep left center field. On that pitch, if it ever got by Marino, he would have scored easily. 8:30 from St. Louis, 8:30 Eastern time. Little pop toward left. Robinson should catch it. Then he does. But the Braves get one in the bottom of the third, and they lead after 3 innings of play from Atlanta. The Atlanta Braves 4, the Pittsburgh Pirates 3. Bill Robinson. Atlanta battling back now, leads it 4-3. Robinson homered his first time up. Down even now, 1-1. That's hit high and deep to right center field. Bunnell and Matthews both chasing it, but this one is going to be gone. Yet another home run for Bill Robinson. That is his second home run of this game. Little tap hit to the first base side of the mound. Necro fields on the Lum. 1 out. One man gone. Rennie Stennett will be the hitter. Batting with 1 out. Necro's pitch on the way. Little tap over the mound. Shortstop Cheney will field near the bag at second. Throw on to first in time. Sit out a game because of a minor injury. He wants to play all the time. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Bouncing ball is fair or foul. It's a fair ball. Nice play by Lum. Underhand toss to Necro in time. And that was really a good play because after making the play, Lum collided with the first base umpire, Dick Tremblay. He was able to stay on his feet and make the underhand toss to Necro. It's out number 3. And in the fourth, another Bill Robinson homer. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. After 3.5, Pittsburgh 4, Atlanta 4. But despite that fact, finished 3rd in the balloting for the Rookie of the Year overall. Bob Warner of the Braves, of course, won it. Ozzie Smith of San Diego finished 2nd. Good breaking ball, and Royster is down swinging. 3 strikeouts now for Don Robinson. Out number 1 in the bottom of the 4th. But it turned out to be nothing serious, but they were a little frightened there for a while. Slow roller. Up with it to first baseman Milner. He should have let Stennett make the play. Safe at first, Gary Matthews. 7 off Robinson, and it brings up Jeff Burroughs. He's 0 for 2, reached on Foley's error in the first, popped to second in the second. Now the stretch by Robinson. Matthews is going, the pitch outside, throw by Ott, a little bit off the mark, but they still get him. Good play there by Foley. Got rid of it quickly, had a little something on it, but it was off to the first base side of second. Foley does a super job there. You saw the tag made just before Matthews got to the bag. Robinson winding. Here's his 2-0 pitch. Hit sharply by the third baseman Garner in the left field. Burroughs has got himself a base hit. So that was a even bigger play made by Foley when he got the tag on Matthews. Bring up Dale Murphy, single in the first inning to extend his hitting streak to 12 games, and then struck out in the second. Here it's 4-4 in the bottom of the 4th. And a 3-2 pitch again to Murphy. Line drive, left center field. Robinson chasing it. It's going to fall all the way back to the wall. Burroughs around third. He'll come on to score. Murph takes the turn at second, and he's on with a stand-up double. The Braves regain the lead 5-4. Well, he got a pitch to hit. Fastball inside portion of the plate, and he went after it. For Dale Murphy, his second double of the year, his 24th RBI is up among the league leaders in that category. It's hit number 9 off Don Robinson, and the Braves have regained. Robinson stretches and delivers. Fly ball, center field, pretty well hit. Marino back into his right, still going back, makes the catch on the warning track. And that's twice tonight that Marino's gone back to the track to take a fly ball off the bat of Mike Lum. That's all for Atlanta in the 4th, but 1 run on the board on 3 hits. There were no errors, and 1 runner left. We've Don Robinson. Sanguine's been up only 6 times this year, has 2 hits, both doubles. No RBIs. Struck him out, but the ball got away from Dale Murphy, rolls back to the screen, and Sanguine's going to reach first safely. Second strikeout for Necro. Now watch it pop away from Dale Murphy. Hit the heel of his glove, got away from him. It's a pass ball on Murphy after the strikeout by Necro. Happens That's what happened on that third strike to Sanguillen. Only 80 pitchers to win 200 or more games in his major league career. That ball's well hit to right center field. Bunnell giving it a chase, still chasing. He can't get it, bounces off the wall. Sanguillen heads for third. He'll be held there. And on at second with a stand-up double is Omar Marino. That's hit number 6 off Necro for Omar Marino's 5th double of the year. Foley lines this one right back where it came from into center field. Base hit. Sanguillen scores. Here comes Marino. Throw by Bunnell, cut off by Necro, and down to second goes Foley. So 2 runs are in for the Pirates, and they regain the lead, 6-5, as Tim Foley continues to swing a hot bat against the Braves. So this one seesawing back and forth. Pirates right now have the upper hand, 6-5. Rick Mailer will begin to loosen up. Pitch to Parker, hit high and deep to center field. Bunnell going back on the warning track. He's got it. Tagging at second, Foley heading for third. The throw will be late. So Parker again flirts with a home run against John Milner. Milner 0 for 2. He struck out and fly to right. Guard against Benedict getting hit by any foul ball coming down that way. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Line drive, caught by the second baseman Hubbard. Looks toward third, but has no play there. So there's a big out number 2 here in the 5th inning. Pitch on the way. Didn't get that one. Neither did Murphy, but it doesn't roll far enough away for Foley to take a chance. Unfortunately for the Braves, he's gotten hot against him. Here's the 1-2. Look out. Fastball into the bill of the batting helmet. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Knuckler gets away from Murphy, breaking from third. Foley, throw to the plate, not in time. Foley scores standing up, and it's 7-5 Pittsburgh. A 3-2 pitch coming up to Bill Robinson. Fastball hit high in the air down the left field line, but it's going to carry into foul territory. Nice. So has Atlanta. Here's the 3-2 pitch. He walked him. The batter, catcher Ed Ott, 0 for 2. Fouled out to right fielder Gary Matthews. Bounced to the pitcher. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 2-1 delivery, popped him up. Third baseman Jerry Reister says, that's mine, and he's right. So that's it for Pittsburgh in the 5th, but a good inning for them. They pick up 3 runs on 2 hits. There were no Atlanta errors, and 1 runner left. Games will be in your morning paper. New pitcher for the Pirates is Ed Whitson, right-hander. This is his 8th appearance of the year. 7 of them have been in relief. They required 5. Pirates leading at 7-5. Barry Bunnell will try to get the Braves started on yet another comeback. Braves trailed 3-0, came back to tie it. Greg Skoke now begins to loosen in the Atlanta bullpen. Bunnell walks to open the 5th. First walk issued by Whitson. Walk number 3 off Pittsburgh pitching. On this pitch. He's going. Pitch is hit high in the air to right field. Dave Parker is there. He will make the catch for the out. Bunnell hustles back to first. So 1 gone down the bottom half of the 5th inning, and Darrell Cheney becomes the hitter. Cheney 0 for 2. He is struck out and flied to center. Now the stretch by Whitson and the 3-1 pitch. Walked him. So Whitson in some trouble. Runners first and second. That's his 2nd walk of the inning. This big homer by just a few feet. Trying for career home run number 7. His fan club has their banner out in left field. That target on it. There it is. Pitch to Necro. Is he all right? Trainer Dave Pursley coming out. Head out over to see if Necro is okay. Let's take a look at this again, see what happened. Sort of a swinging bunt. fouled it off his shoulder. Or did he foul it? No, he didn't foul it. He was hit by that pitch, and here comes Chuck Tanner. He's going to argue. Here comes everybody in the Pirate infield. Look out, Ed Ott. Tanner steps in front. He says, boys, step back. I'll do the arguing. Even Dave Parker is coming in now from right field. Tanner just bumped plate umpire Hank Roundtree. Here comes Parker into the picture now from right field. Bill Robinson coming in from left field. All of the infield, 2/3 of the outfield are in. Tim Foley being held back. Look at it again. Did it hit Niekro or didn't it? Or did he foul it off his shoulder? Boy, that's a tough call to make from that picture. First base, Tim Foley and Dick Tremblay going nose to nose. The Pirates have got about 8 players that have come off their bench and are standing in foul territory. Chuck Tanner is not going to leave this field unless he's told to, I'm afraid. Tanner is really furious. He and Roundtree going at it. And Tanner is not going to leave Roundtree. Now Ed Ott goes down to first base umpire Dick Tremblay. Rennie Stennett also over. Tim Foley's still there. Hank Roundtree's trying to get down there, but Tanner won't let him loose. There's Phil Niekro. He's not going to tell. The ball obviously hit Niekro. We're not saying that it didn't. But the question is, did he swing and foul it off his shoulder, or did the ball hit him squarely on the shoulder? Or did he swing and hit by a pitch? Bobby Cox now heads out. I think we're going to get a pinch runner here at first base for Niekro. Mike Maha coming into the game. Tanner and Roundtree still going at it. He's going to get off the field unless he's thrown out of the game. I think he's going to stay out there as long as he can. Now we've got an argument going on down at third base with Ed Norris. Oh, is Tanner furious. He's going to head down to third base now. See if he can maybe convince somebody in one of those blue shirts. Joe Lonette, Pirates coach, hollering at Norris, the third base umpire. Chuck Tanner's going to try him now. He's walking down that way. There's Al Monchak. Now they'll try third base umpire Ed Norris. Well, here's where that situation about not having your regular umpires really hurts. From these players, the players have been pretty good about not getting on the amateurs, and Tanner has been thrown out of the game by Hank Roundtree. And he is even madder than anything now. Oh, is he furious. Hank Roundtree has thrown out Chuck Tanner. And Tanner won't leave him alone. Joe Lonette better watch out. He's going at Ed Norris, and he's been thrown out of the game. Ed Norris has thrown Joe Lonette out of the game.
32.
So the Pirates have lost a manager and a third base coach. Just a moment ago, Ed Norris gave Lonette the heave-ho. Who's the guy out there swinging the bat with the Pirates? Better get him off the field. Got a jacket on. Can't tell who it is. What a Donnybrook. Probably leave the club in the control of Al Monchak. Here it is again. The pitch rides in on Niekro. Boy, I don't know. You just can't tell. You lose the ball in the white of the Braves uniform. Mike Maha running for Phil Niekro down at first base as he'll go into the Braves trainer's room and let Dave Persley take a look at the right shoulder where the ball hit. There was no question about the fact that the ball hit Niekro. The question is, how did it hit him? Ed Whitson. Winding, here's his 1-2 pitch. Popped him up. Left side of the infield, shortstop Tim Foley making the call. And the catch, the infield fly rule in effect there. It's out number 2. Popped to third and single twice. Here's the line by Whitson and the pitch. Fly ball, deep left field. Bill Robinson looks up. Grand slam home run for Gary Matthews. Gary Matthews has cleared the bases with a grand slam, and the Braves lead it 9-7. What a ball game this has been. Grounded slowly left side. Foley deep in the hole. Fields, fires in time. So that's it for the Braves in the 5th. But a big inning as Atlanta picks up 4 runs on 1 hit. The grand slam homer by Gary Matthews. There were no errors. Nobody left.
Who reminded me that I made the dumb play of the week? I saw Score.
How did I find out my club knows I'm putting on weight in the off-season? I saw Score.
Score begins where the sports section ends. It's the new weekly sports magazine with facts, gossip, pull-out TV section, features, stats, betting know-how, last week's action, next week's preview, and everything else America's 90 million crazy sports fans can't get anywhere else.
I'm as interested in Tug's ERA as the other ERA, so you've got to believe I saw Score.
We're going to read you the rule by which the protest has been filed by the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's Rule 6.08b, which says the batter becomes a runner and is entitled to first base without liability to be put out when he is touched by a pitched ball which he is not attempting to hit.
For you as soon as we can as to the severity of the injury. So Stennett, who's 0 for 2 and maybe 0 for 3. Yeah, there's room for Barry Bonnell. 1 out.
Tell you what it really looked like from the replay, Skip. We looked at it about 4 or 5 times. It was really tough to tell because the ball came right into the white part of the uniform. This umpire, Ed Norris.
He walks Garner on 4 straight pitches. Lee Lacy will be the pinch hitter for Ed Woodson. Again, a 3-2 to Lacy. Ball 4 missed with the fastball. The runner's at second base. Lacy wanders down to first. And we're right back where both teams have been all night long, in trouble. Omar Marino, the batter, 2 out of 3. Nothing serious. Bruce Keeson now is going to run for Lee Lacy, who's got a bad wheel. And very gingerly heads off the field. Marino stands in. Boy, this has been a wild one. Don't forget to listen to the Highlight Sports Report with Bobby Cox on WGST each Tuesday through Friday. Base hit, Marino. Garner around third. He will score. Keeson holds at second base, and they almost got him there. But I imagine we'll get what's left of the Atlanta bullpen going. Rick Mailer begins to heat up in the Atlanta bullpen. Foley waits. Skoke. That hit him. On an 0-2 pitch, Skoke hits Foley and the bases are loaded. He tries to walk that off, and Tony Barnerone, the Pirate trainer, hustles out to attend to him. Gives him a little shot. Bouncing ball, Lum. There's one, that's all they're going to get, and the game is tied. I don't think Lum had a play at the plate. He was playing back, of course, and rightfully so. First and third. Milner, the batter. It's 9-9. Murphy will not have a chance. 1 to John Milner. Marino bluffing down the line. Royster to his left will go to first base as Parker was running on the play, and the inning is over. Pirates tie it, but it could have been much, much worse. The Pirates get 2 runs on 1 hit. There were no Atlanta errors, and 2 men were left. We go to the bottom of the 6th with the score now. Pirates 9, our Braves 9. Allowed 4 runs, 1 hit. Walked 2, hit 1, maybe, and didn't strike anybody out. Romo's had a tough time over here. No record of .506 earned run average. Time to go. It's supposed to be his best pitch. That might have been it there, and that might be through for a hit. Foley doesn't have a chance. Murphy legs out an infield roller.
Got Murphy off base.
So Mike Lumbats, he's 1 for 3, has scored a run, has 2 outs. He backed Marino against the stuff that looks like plexiglass out in center field. Actions are silly anyway, to be honest with you, in any sport. He walks Lum, 2 on, nobody out.
What was the one last week where a manager, I believe it was thrown out of a game in the American? Out of there.
Activity now in the Pirate bullpen. Jim Bibby, I believe it is, up and throwing. Yeah. Now the first base umpire, Dick Tremblay, has been over in the area of the Atlanta dugout, and he comes in to talk to Hank Roundtree, and it could well be that one of the eagle eyes in the Atlanta dugout, yep, there they go. Now if we get a shot of the dugout, we can watch Tanner run and hide. Whoop, where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
That's funny, isn't it?
He's been over there.
What they ought to have is a 5th umpire that can now tiptoe in through the Pirate clubhouse and come up behind him and say, you're under arrest.
That's right.
Because Lynette did not remove himself from the dugout.
So somebody spotted Lynette. We could protest twice.
No, I'll tell you what I'll bet happened. I bet Nuxie and Dave Persley in the training room were listening to us and watching TV. And when you read the rule, they said, caramba. Hang on to the tapes tonight back at the station. Pop fly. He caught it. Maybe a double play and is. Murphy must have gambled and lost. Or he was still headed toward third. That really hurt. Bunnell pops into a double play.
Bunnell trying to lay the bunt down, just popped it high in the air. Romo starting to break toward third. That's the area he was supposed to cover. But he recovered and got back toward the first base side to make the catch and threw to Tim Foley. And we've got Romo hurt now. He hurt his right leg.
Must have done it on the throw. 3/3 of an inning. Gave up a hit and a walk. And Bibby replaces him and will have as long as he wishes to warm up. It should not take him, well, it wouldn't take most people very long. It might take him a while. We'll be back to see how he does with a runner at first, 2 out in the 6th after this. Detroit Express at 7:35, Al? Right here at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Come on out of here. Let's have some fun. Runner goes. And might as well keep going unless Foley glasses fog up. They don't, and the inning is over. So Bibby gets Hubbard. That takes care of the bottom of the 6th. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, 1 left. What does the 7th hold? It's 9-9, Pirates Braves. Here comes the 3rd Atlanta pitcher of the night. The pitching line on Skoke, 1 inning pitched, allowed a hit, 2 runs, walked 2, did not strike out anyone. Enrique Romo pitched 2, lost it anyway. That ball is pretty well scotched. Can Burroughs get there? No, sir. It's off. And Robinson pulls up at second. So the potential go-ahead run is at second with nobody out. And to this point, Gino's fate is not any better. The preliminary word on Phil Niekro is, in all probability, a bruised right shoulder. The Bill Lucas funeral, a downer, of course, for all of us. did his job. Hubbard recovered quickly. The runner is at third with one out. And give Ott some credit. That pitch was up in his eyes, and he still chopped down on it. He would have thrown out Mike had he been running. The run will not score. Stennett's got an offer for the night. And time called. Bill Robinson doing some excavating work down the third baseline. They've got Willie Stargell on their bench. And with that, 2 homers and a double. The 0-2 to Garner. Little blooping pop fly on an 0-2 pitch and the Pirates lead. Garber is now really talking to himself. He made a pretty good pitch, but give Garner credit. He battled him and blooped it to right field. 4, which doesn't really indicate much. Is over, but the Pirates bounce back on top. 2 hits produce a run, no Atlanta errors, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the 7th with the score. Pirates 10, our Braves 9. It will be Cheney, Garber, and Royster for Atlanta here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and immediately following our baseball programming tonight, you'll see episode 2 of Fall of the Eagles, a documentary look at Europe just after, I think, the First World War, just before the First World War, and way before the Second World War. Here's Cheney. When all the monarchies went south in Europe, that's when the fall of the Eagles was. 0-1 to Cheney, Braves down by a run. Actually, Detroit 4-3 in the 6th. And there's ball 4 to Gene Garber. Foley to his right up. There is... Call him safe. They call him up. Stennett left the bag too early. Now another big argument with the second base umpire, Louis Anderson. And somebody has been thrown out of the game. Probably Foley or Stennett. And I'll tell you what, he made a good call that is almost never made by Major League umpires. Watch.
We'll see it again. The ball hit by Royster to the shortstop, Foley. He comes up with it. Gets the throw to second, not really too much on the throw. He was never on the bag. He took the throw behind the bag and made the throw from behind the bag. Garber slid into him in that direction to make sure he couldn't get to the bag. Up for Pittsburgh, but that could still mean either Foley or Stennett, because Garner could move to second and Berra play third, or Berra could also play short. Looks like Rennie Stennett's the guy that's leaving.
I can see in the Pirates' defense. First of all, I think Louis Anderson made the proper call, but the phantom double play has been a big topic of argument in baseball for 100 years.
Only difference is that wasn't the phantom double play, because he didn't come across the bag without touching it. He stayed behind the bag, never got to it.
I could swear, looking at it live, that he did touch the bag, came across and got the throw. If we can see it again, that's the only thing we haven't had tonight is a fist fight up here.
Well, let's take a look at it again. You watch where he gets this ball and where he is when Garber slides into him.
You're right, he is behind it. Attic starts it over with him. Bob Skinner was out for a while. Garner has moved to second. Perez at third. Marino's in right field saying to Parker, "Que pasa?" Every time I look up, we got a new guy at play. I think we're picking up Hank Roundtree now. I don't know if you're getting that on the air or not. We've got a slight technical problem with the headsets up here. But at any rate, second base. Not enough. He flirted with another one, but Marino will get it. And the seventh inning is over. No hits, no runs, no errors, one ejection, one left. The end of 7, our score. Pirates 10, Braves 9.
Geno's pitch on the way to Marino. Check swing roller down the third base side. Foul, 0-1. Whoever wins this game will drop their protest, but whoever loses might go ahead and file it. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a line drive into center field. Marino has his 4th hit of the night. And the National League's base stealing leader on at first with nobody out in the top of the 8th. And he has 14 on the season in 20 tries. He's going. Pitch taken outside. Throw. Not in time. In there safely with his 15th stolen base of the year, Omar Marino. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Bunted back toward the mound. Garber will field. Look toward third. Has no play there. Goes to Lum at first in time. He'll play it in tight for the Braves. Top of the 8th inning, Pittsburgh with a 10-9 lead. Hubbard's stretch and his pitch. Parker bounces it, 1 hop to second. Hubbard looks the runner back, throws to first. They got the big guy. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Milner. Hit sharply towards second. Nice play by Hubbard. That ball was hit hard. He throws out Milner, and that's it for Pittsburgh in the 8th. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. We've played 7.5 with our score. Pittsburgh 10, Atlanta 9. NBA playoff action. It's game 3 of their series taking place in San Antonio. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Got him for the breaking ball. First strikeout for Kent Tekulve. 1 run. Murph came into the game hitting .330. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Fastball over at the knees. So back-to-back strikeouts of Burroughs and Murphy. Directed at Hank Roundtree. It looked like he was talking about that first pitch especially. Bouncing ball right side. Garner to Milner. That's all for the Braves in the 8th, a 1-2-3 inning. That's the first time tonight the Braves have gone down 1-2-3. Nothing across in inning number 8 at the end of 8. Pittsburgh 10, Atlanta 9. Has hit 7 home runs this year, 5 of them against Atlanta. 8 in Detroit. Cleveland at Milwaukee after 6, 8-4. The Indians lead it. Bouncing ball, 2 hops to short. Cheney fields, throws on to first in time. 1 away in the top of the 9th. 10 runs, 11 hits for Pittsburgh, 9 runs, 11 hits for Atlanta. We're in the top half of the 9th inning. Here's the 1-0 from Garber. Ground ball, right side. Hubbard has to fight it a little bit, knocks it down, recovers, throws to first, not in time. It'll be an error charged to Glenn Hubbard. Now batting for the first time tonight, Dale Berra came on to play third when Stennett got thrown out. Garner then moved to second. Hitting .105 for the year. He's only been up 19 times, has 2 hits, no homers, no RBIs. Now the 1-2 on the way with the runner going. Bounce to third. Royster, good play. That ball took a bad hop. Fires on to first. Bounces out of Lum's glove. Heading to third now. Ed Ott. Lum will not make a throw. Royster made a good play to come up with that ball as it, too, took a bad hop just as it got to him. 3 of the night for Atlanta. Runners first and third. And here's Phil Garner. He's 1 for 3 officially. He's scored a run and driven in 1. Here's the 1-1. That one gets... Did it hit him? Yes, it did. Well, that's going to load the bases. bring up pitcher Kent Tekulve.
And that Garner's a tough customer.
So now Kent Tekulve will bat for the first time tonight. He's been up once this season and struck out. Here in Atlanta next Tuesday night against the Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Tekulve. High hopper to short. They may not be able to get to. Second one. Hubbard could not turn it at first. No, they ruled him safe at second. And Hubbard can't believe that call.
They're going to score at a hit here. Let's watch the play at second. Cheney in a desperate attempt to maybe get two. I can't argue with that call at all.
So go. Mickey Mailer. That's Ricky Mailer. Mickey was up a little bit earlier in the last inning. Check swing roller toward first. Lum will come to the plate. There's the out at the plate. Tekulve, Marino on at first on the force play.
You see the check swing by Marino. Lum never hesitated. Had only one play to try to make and made it very nicely.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Drew has batted it. Hits a little pop over first, and that's going to fall into right field for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. Over to third goes Marino. And can you believe the luck Gene Garber's had in this 9th inning?
Yeah, he's had a lot of luck, but it's all been bad. Atlanta this year.
Parker has grounded out twice, hit into a force play, and flied out twice. He's flirted with home runs here for the last 2 nights. This one does hit him, and here we go. Parker heads out to the mound. Gene Garber is just going to stand there. Murphy grabs him. The benches have emptied. You can see this coming all night. I don't think much is going to happen here. Gino's so frustrated out there, I don't think he was trying to hit Parker.
The second pitch, in fairness, looked like an off-speed pitch. I'll say this for Garber, he did not move a muscle. He stood his ground.
They're trying to calm down Dave Parker. John Milner has a hold on Parker. Now he comes back toward the mound again, points his finger toward Gene Garber. Garber's in the middle of all that. Dale Murphy put the lock on Parker just as he got to the mound. As Gino didn't move, they're having a tough time calming down Mr. Parker.
Because the first pitch almost hit him. The second pitch did. He figured out that enough was enough. But I was amused in a way when he got to the mound. I guess he couldn't believe Garber was just standing there looking at him saying, okay, what's next?
That may be the best way to treat a situation like that. If Garber had squared, we would have had a real Donnybrook going now.
Tell you what, if Parker had headed toward me, my pudgy body would have been up by the matrix board by the time he got there, somehow.
Now Skinner and Monchak are out there arguing. They would like a warning to be given.
I wonder if we could...
Garber.
I thought the pitch was an off-speed pitch, but I really don't know.
This is really going to get the Pirates upset. He ran out toward the mound and hold back this guy, Dave Parker. He was hot to begin with. They got him calmed down over at first base. And now it's not Gene Garber he's that concerned with. It's Hank Roundtree.
He's trying to tell you, in Parker's defense, he's trying to reason with him now.
What a ball game this has been. This is really the first one we've been involved in where the umpiring situation has been so evident. There have been interpretations. Both teams have protested this game. There have been judgment calls. One judgment call brought one protester around, although the rule book says you can't protest a judgment call, but it was anyway.
Well, that's 4 Pirates ejected, a coach, a manager, and 2 players, Stennett and Parker. Now they can play bridge in the clubhouse.
Matt Alexander is going to run for Dave Parker. Is being helped off the field by his teammates, disbelieving. But he threw a punch. Ed Ott was pretty hot out there, too, but he was held back. Well, the bases are loaded. Here's John Milner. 13-9 Pirates. It's been a Lulu. 0-1 coming. Hit high and deep to right field, folks. It's going to be a 17-9 ball game. Grand slam home run by John Milner. Well, the way it's looking now, Braves' only hope will be to file that protest. Walk anybody. He hit 2 batters. And he struck out 1. Rick Mailer makes his 6th appearance of the year. He has no wins or losses, no saves, earned an average of 6.43. Here's his 3-2 pitch. Bouncing ball off Mailer's glove. He recovers. He turns. Throws to first. Got him. Nice recovery by Rick Mailer. And a lot of damage done here in the 9th inning. As the Pirates strike for 7 runs. The big blow, a grand slam by John Milner. 1, 2. Only 3 hits in the inning. All the runs are unearned. There were 2 very costly Atlanta errors. And there were no runners left. We go to the bottom of the 9th with our score. Pittsburgh 17, Atlanta 9. A record here for the Pirates that DeCulvey could record a save. Because when he came into the game, it's now 17-9, but it's much, much later than that.
Yes, it is.
Line drive right field. That's going to drop in. Base hit for Bonnell. Well, the Braves 9th off to a good start. I tell you, the way this game has gone, nothing would surprise you. Glenn Hubbard. That was Bonnell's 2nd hit, by the way. He's now 2 for 3 in the game. Glenn Hubbard is 0 for 2. He has a walk and a sacrifice fly. 2 things you need to do to win. Braves have scored 9 runs in this game. Little pop in foul territory, first base side. Milner there to make the catch, 1 away. Atlanta a 9-8 winner without those errors. Joe Nolan will pinch hit now for Darrell Cheney with 1 out. Okay. Little bouncing ball out to the first base side of the mound. It'll be fielded by Milner. He tags Nolan going by. Nolan came into the game at 300, 3 for 10. Now the 1-0 pitch. Inside again, and here we go again, folks. Office heads to the mound. This time we may have some trouble. Office out there. The Pirates are saying, which one of us do you want? Braves bench empties. Pirates bench empties. Ed Ott plays bat boy. We have got some hot tempers out there now. Milner and Office now going jaw to jaw. There still hasn't been a punch thrown or anything even close to one. Pirates had a little bit different defense than Gene Garber. He just stood out there and didn't make a move, and Parker couldn't believe it. Pirates put a 4-man wall in front of DeCulvey and said, okay, which one of us will it be, Roland?
And Garner and Foley, I just spotted both of them saying, hey, we're even now, we're even now.
Well, again, as we mentioned before, this is the first time all season that the Braves have been involved in a game where you've got to say the umpires have let it get out of control. They let the argument involving Chuck Tanner go too long. Ed Ott has to be held back by Bob Skinner, the acting manager. I think Office has been kicked out of the game. He heads for the dugout. There's still some hollering going on across the line. Pepe Frias got a little shove from behind from Jim Bibby. But you hate to say it because you admire the job these guys are trying to do in the field, but they have let this game get completely out of hand. And it started back in the inning when Chuck Tanner came out and was allowed far too long out on that field to argue.
Where is Howard Cosell when we need him for the blow-by-blow description?
Spikes on the year at .231, 3 out of 13. 2 of his hits have been doubles, and he's driven in 2. Jerry Royster on deck should Spikes reach after 2 close pitches. Now the 3-2 to Spikes. Inside, almost hit him. He'll walk to first, but not without a glare toward pitcher Kent Jacoby. And another one.
Movie 17 presentation, Shenandoah, will be seen following the news at 11:30.
Here's Jerry Royster. Royster 1 for 5.
But the activity.
2-2 again from Jacoby. Struck him out. The game is over. Jacoby records his 3rd strikeout in the 9th for Atlanta. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. Final score, Pittsburgh 17, Atlanta 9. Back to the totals right after this. Back here at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, the end of a very entertaining evening. The outcome not what you'd like to have if you're an Atlanta Braves fan, but what a ball game. All kinds of things happening in it. Skip has the totals.
I think I do. For the Pirates, 17 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors. They left 6. Big Jim Bibby, the winning pitcher, now 2-1. Kent Jacoby picks up his 2nd save of the year. For Atlanta, 9 runs, 12 hits, 3 very costly errors. The Braves left 10 on. Gene Garber, who deserved a better fate, really, the losing pitcher. He is now 1-5 for the year. Time of the game, officially 3 hours, 42 minutes.
The attendance, 6,855, so the Pirates make it 2 out of 3 over the Braves. And in this game, we had 2 grand slam home runs. Milner hit 1 for the Pirates. Matthews hit 1 for the Braves. We had 2 altercations on the field. We had 5 players thrown out of the game. Protests were filed by both teams. The Braves, the Pirates, I'm sure, will just toss theirs out now, but the Braves still may file one for Tanner and Lynette failing to leave the dugout after being ejected from the game. And we'll just have to wait and see what happens. We have an off day tomorrow. Then we'll be in St. Louis on Friday night, first of a 3-game series. All 3 of them will be televised from St. Louis, beginning at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central Time. Saturday, 8 o'clock Eastern, Sunday, 2 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll be with you again on Friday night. Again, our final score tonight, Pittsburgh 17, Atlanta 9. Now, along with Skip Carey and Ernie Johnson, this is Pete Van Weeren speaking from Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Good night, everyone.